Now we will start seeing the intersection of two planes. If two planes are intersecting, what is the line of intersection? So what is given to us in this case is the horizontal and the frontal projection of plane number 1, similarly for plane number 2, and we have to identify, we have to locate or determine the horizontal and frontal projections of the line of intersection, okay, of these two planes. That is what we have to do. I will show you this by one example. And let there is a plane 1 2 3 4 and another plane which is 5 6 7. So their projections are given to us like this. So again, don't get confused by the extra lines here. What is actually given to you is 1 2 3 4, okay, that's one plane, and the corresponding frontal projection, if I give it 1 2, then corresponding to 3, I'm just trying to make it more clear to you, though the figure is there, and corresponding to 4. So that is plane number 1 which is given to you. Similarly, plane number 2 is given to you. I will draw that in different color to make it more clear. So say that's the point 6, 5 and 7. Now corresponding to 6, let we have 6F here. So 6 5 7, that is how the plane is projected. Let the 7 is here and let 5 is being projected somewhere here. So I can again join it 6 and 5 and join to 7 and this. Okay, just to give you the idea, this is something which is given to you. Okay, the projections of two planes 1 2 3 4 and 5 6 7 as shown over here. What we have to determine, where is the line of intersection? Okay, that is what we have to solve now. To solve it, we'll use the S-view method first, and then later on we'll do it by the cutting plane method also. Okay, to create the S-view, we need to create the S-view of one of the planes. So let us do that. So as view of a plane, the basic rule that we use, as view of a plane will intersect other plane at the line of intersection. Okay, so we'll make use of this concept. So with this concept, let us make the as view of 1 2 3 4. And how to make the as view of this 1 2 3 4, we know it in the case of the as view method. What I do, from 4 I draw a line parallel to the horizontal plane. Okay, and now if I find the corresponding projection of this line onto the horizontal, okay, the resulting line which lies onto the plane, this line will be the true length. So we have a line which is lying on plane 1 2 3 4, and this is of true length. So with the help of the true length, we can create the point view of the line which is true length, and accordingly we'll have the as view of the plane. So that's the auxiliary plane, and on the auxiliary plane, now I'm taking the projectors. Okay, and of course I am measuring the distances from here to the corresponding points 1 2 3 4, and I'm plotting the S view. So over here I will be plotting the S view of the plane 1 2 3 4. Similarly, we have another plane 5 6 7, and this 5 6 7 will also be projected onto this auxiliary plane. So let us do it. If you project it, and these are the projectors from 5 6, and here it is 7. Again we'll measure the distances to 6 to 5 and 7 on the frontal and apply them onto the auxiliary. If we do it, we apply these distances That is how we have the S view of the 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's the S view. And we have the another plane which is 5, 6, 7 is also projected onto this auxiliary. And now we know the basic concept. The basic concept is the S view of a plane will intersect other plane at the line of intersection. So we have the S view of the plane, and that is very fine also, because if I have a plane here, I got another plane and I want to know the line of intersection. So what I do, I see it from here, so that I see only the S view. So if I see only the S view, the projection of that S view onto this line is the line of intersection. So using this concept, we will be able to identify this segment as the line of intersection. And if I give the names, so this line of intersection is cutting the line 6, 7 at this point. I can transfer it back to 6, 7 on the horizontal projection to identify the point of intersection of 6, 7 and 1, 3, that is this point over here on the horizontal. Similarly, we will be doing it for this also. So let us do it. So if I transfer now this point over here, this projector is now intersecting 6, 7 at this point. Okay, so this is the point of intersection. So I locate the point of intersection. Similarly, from here, the S view is intersecting the given plane on this line, or then this side of the given plane, that is 5, 6 at this point. So that is one of the point of intersection. I take it to the horizontal projection. So the projector is where it is intersecting the corresponding, for example here it was 5, 6, similarly 5, 6 here, it is intersecting here. I identify this point. So these two are the points of intersection. If I join them, I will have the line of intersection. I should say rather the line of intersection, because there are two planes. So that's the line of intersection. From here I can transfer this line of intersection also to the frontal. Okay, because this point is located on 6, 7 and here this point is located on 6, 5. So by taking the projector to the frontal, where these projectors intersect, the projection of line 6, 5 as well as 6, 7. So that is how I am identifying these points. So we will identify these points, and that is the line of intersection. So between the plane 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, the line of intersection is over here, and that line of intersection has been now projected, and I can give it also the name. I will do the same method problem with the help of the cutting plane method. Okay, now in the case of the cutting plane method, what we will do, again we will take the vertical cutting plane. We are taking the vertical cutting plane, and the vertical cutting plane is such that we are taking two vertical cutting planes. In one case, the vertical cutting plane encompasses or consists of line 6, 7. So there is the line 6, 7. We are taking a cutting plane consisting of this, another cutting plane consisting of 5 and 6. Okay, now with the help of this, because we have done given a line and a plane, we can identify where the line is intersecting the plane with the help of the cutting method or cutting plane method. We are doing the same thing here. Of course, in this case, it's not only single line, because we have a plane. 5, 6, 7 is a plane. We are trying to identify its intersection with 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we are doing, we are identifying the intersection of line 5, 6 with the plane as well as 6, 7 with the plane, and where they intersect we will join it. So if I take the cutting plane, so there is a cutting plane now, and the cutting plane is intersecting 2, 3 and 1, 4 at XH, or rather X and y points. So xh and yh are their projections on the horizontal. I can take this xh and yh also to the frontal. So on 1 4 the yf will lie. Similarly for on 2 3 I have got the xh. So if I take this xh down on 2 3, where the projector from xh will intersect, I can locate xf. So let us do that. So that is how the xf is located. And if I give the full name, so it is now xf yf, which is the projection of xh and yh, or projection of xy onto the frontal. Okay, now with the help of this, if I join this and what we have learned so far, I can very easily identify the point of intersection of xy with 6 7. I can identify that. And where is xy? Xy is lying on the plane 1 2 3 4. So where 6 7 will intersect xy is also the point where 6 7 is intersecting the plane 1 2 3 4. So let's make use of this concept. So that's the projection, and xy is intersecting 6 7 over here. So this is the projection on the frontal of the point of intersection of 6 7 line with the plane. Similarly, I can do it for the other also here. In the case of the other means, I am taking a vertical cutting plane consisting of 6 5, where it is intersecting line 2 3 and 1 edge is RH and SH, and this RH and SH I am taking them to the frontal, and from here I will be locating the SF, and corresponding to RH will be locating the RF. Once you join these two, then you can see this RF and SF. Let me give this name. So RF and XF, let me join these. So this is the projection on the frontal of the cutting plane where it is cutting the 1 2 3 4, the vertical cutting plane, which consists of line 6 5. Okay, and what we notice here, this projection is intersecting the frontal projection of line 5 6 at this point. So the meaning of this is, because RS lies on the plane 1 2 3 4, okay, and line 5 6 is intersecting this RS at this point. The meaning of this is 6 5 line is intersecting the plane at this point. Alright, so we can locate the point of intersection. So these are the 2 points where the plane is intersecting the given plane 5 6 7 is intersecting the plane 1 2 3 4. If I join these two, I will get the point of line of intersection. So that's the line of intersection. Similarly, I can transfer these points from here with the help of the projectors. Okay, with the help of the projectors I can transfer them and locate them on the horizontal plane, and then also I can locate the horizontal projection of the line of intersection of these two planes. Now let us use this concept what we have seen right now, and for a specific case. The specific case is, here there is an oblique plane which is intersecting an oblique plane of a solid. Okay, so there is a solid. On that solid there is one face of it is oblique, which is being intersected by another oblique plane. And what we have to do, we have to identify, or we have to locate the line of intersection. When I say locate the line of intersection, means we have to locate the projection of that line of intersection on the horizontal and on the frontal and on the profile. That is how the case is. Okay, let me give you a case. So here is a solid, and if you see this solid in the top view, That is how the solid appears in the top view. Okay, and the another oblique plane is given like this, which is A dash, B dash. Okay, another plane, and its projection on the horizontal is this. Now where the A dash, A, B dash, the given oblique plane will intersect this solid. That is what we have to identify with the given information. So what we'll do, we'll make use of the cutting plane method. We know it, and in this case we'll be using the cutting plane which are perpendicular to the frontal. The cutting plane can be taken, as we have seen earlier, perpendicular to the frontal. Okay, for example, any of these can be the cutting plane because it is perpendicular to the frontal. And right now, to solve this problem, we will use two cutting planes. The cutting planes are, one plane I will take such that it consists of the line A dash. Another cutting plane will consist of the line B dash. Now what is A dash and B dash? Try to visualize it. In the object space, A dash, B dash is a given plane. Okay, so a plane like this, A dash, B dash. So I am taking a cutting plane which is consisting of this line, another cutting plane consisting of this line. Only the thing is, in this case the cutting plane is horizontal, not horizontal, perpendicular to the frontal. So if I draw the cutting plane, so these are the two cutting planes that we are taking. So these lines are the projection of the cutting plane on the frontal. Because the cutting plane is perpendicular to the frontal, this is why we are seeing the as view of the cutting plane. So these lines I can say are the as views of the cutting plane. Alright, as per the cutting plane method that we have done so far, where are these cutting planes intersecting? Because ultimately we have to identify, or we have to determine the intersection of this plane with the oblique plane on the solid. That is what we have to do. So to do that, for the given plane of the solid, I am trying to see where the cutting plane is intersecting the sides of the plane on the solid. So if I locate it, these are the points. So it is the line or the side RU is being intersected at X by the cutting plane which is passing through, or which consists of line A dash. Okay. Similarly, for the ST, the corresponding point is W, and for the cutting plane which consists of the line B dash, it is cutting the line or the side RU at Z and side ST at Y. Okay, and what we are seeing over here is the frontal projection of all these. So these are the frontal projections of those points, which are the point of intersection of the cutting plane with the given oblique plane or its sides. Okay, that part should be very clear. Well, we know how to make use of the cutting plane in order to find the point of intersection. Okay, so where is the point of intersection of this line which is lying, or rather I will say this segment of the line which is lying on the plane RSTU, okay, this particular segment. Similarly, this particular segment, this is also lying on the oblique plane. So where this segment is being intersected by A dash and B dash, that is what we have to identify. So for that, what we do, we will transfer these points to the horizontal. So if you transfer these points to the horizontal and then I give them the name, so XF, if I transfer it to the horizontal, because XF is on RF ZF, so here XH will be on R sorry, not Z, sorry, RU, on the side which is RU of the oblique plane, we have the X. So this X, when it is projected onto the horizontal, we can locate its corresponding point here where it is intersecting RU. So a point here. Similarly for Z, I have got the point. For W, I have the point, and for Y, we have the point. So for XW, its corresponding projection onto the horizontal can be now drawn. So let us draw that. Similarly for YZ, the corresponding projection of the YZ on the horizontal plane is this. Okay. Now from here we will try to see where the projection of line BB is intersecting with YZ and AA is intersecting with XW. Okay, because those will be the points of intersection, because XW here or the cutting plane here consists of AA. Okay, we know that. So if we do it corresponding to the point of intersection here, say P is the point of intersection of AA or AA dash with XW. Okay, so this is one point of intersection. Similarly, the other point of intersection is Q. If we join these two, we will get where this plane A dash B dash BA is intersecting the another oblique plane which is RSTU. The line of intersection is PQ. So let us draw the line of intersection. So we can complete the line of intersection, and that is how the line of intersection is here. Okay. So for the given line of intersection, its horizontal projection and its frontal projection. Let us see a very specific case now. This is similar to the previous one, and here an oblique plane is intersecting an inclined plane of a solid. So there is a solid, and that solid has an inclined plane. And the meaning of the inclined, again, as we said, the plane is parallel to one of the principal planes. So let us see what kind of object it is. So this is a solid. So over here you will notice this line is representing the S view of a plane which is going inside the screen. Alright. So let us draw the another plane. So that's the horizontal and frontal projection of another plane, and as in the previous case, here also the oblique plane is A dash B dash. The method is similar as we did earlier. We will be using the cutting plane method, and we will be having two cutting planes, and they are perpendicular to the frontal, okay, of frontal principal plane. One of them will be consisting of the A dash line, and the second will be consisting of the line B dash. So the meaning of this is, if I draw these cutting planes A dash, that is how the projection of that plane will appear on the frontal. So these two lines here represent the projection of the cutting plane on the frontal, and now it is intersecting the S view at these 2 points. And as per our understanding so far, we know it, these 2 points will represent the point of intersection. So these are the points of intersection P and Q, and we can take them to the horizontal projection, and this PQ is the line of intersection, of course, taking them to the horizontal. So we have taken them to the horizontal, and again we are using the concept of the cutting plane method. Okay, we are using the same concept. Earlier we are talking of, the X point and W point. So here P point and the other point, X and W, P and the other point, which lies on the inclined plane. Okay, they are, so the other point means P, the other point is behind this. So PF is, I will say, the point view of the line of intersection of the cutting plane with the given inclined plane. Alright, so once I take the projector up, in the previous case we are taking the projector up from WF and XF, so taking it from PF is equivalent to that only. Alright, so on the horizontal projection, now horizontal plane, we can locate the corresponding point to this by extending the projection of line A dash where it intersects. So if you do it, that is the point PH and Q at, or here I'm using T for top view, or it is same as the H. Okay, so I can join these. PQ is the horizontal projection of the line of intersection. Similarly over here PQ or PFQF is the frontal projection of the line of intersection of the given oblique plane and the other plane, which is this, and its edge view is this. Alright, so PQ is the line of intersection. We'll see another case, again simpler case, very simpler case. The oblique plane is intersecting and principal plane of the solid. So the solid is such that one of its plane of the solid, one of the plane of the solid is parallel to one of the principal planes. Okay, and that is being intersected by the oblique plane. Let us see it, what it is like. So if I draw the projections, so over here you can see the horizontal and the frontal projection of the given solid, and this is the oblique plane, is horizontal and the frontal projection, and it is intersecting one of the principal planes. Okay, one of the principal planes. So now to identify that line, just visualize it. The given plane is intersecting the top face of this cuboid. Okay, the top face of this cuboid. So what I see here, this is the edge view corresponding to this projection. Okay, corresponding to this projection, this is the edge view. And if I extend it from here, it will intersect. So what I have to do, I have to identify the points of intersection here in the top view or in the horizontal projection or on the top face of the given solid. So method is same. Again, cutting plane consisting of A and A dash, another cutting plane consisting of B and B dash, and both these cutting planes are perpendicular to the frontal. So let us do that. Yes, and as in the previous case, PF and QF are the points of intersection. So PF and the other point behind PF, that is what now I will be taking to the horizontal. So PF and the other point behind the PF means we had done earlier, XF and WF, similar to that. Alright, so if I take it up, so here PQ will be the frontal projection of the line of intersection. Now where this line of intersection is lying onto this, we do not know yet. We will be identifying that. So for that I will be taking projectors up. So if I take the projectors up and then extend these projections of A dash and B dash, so here the point is B, I will get the corresponding line of intersection. So PHQH is the line of intersection with the top horizontal face of the given cuboid with the given oblique plane. And how? Because this plane is on top of the object, that is why this side of the cuboid will be shown as hidden. So what we have seen some general cases and some specific cases of the intersection of a given line and a plane and two planes. We'll further extend this discussion to see some more complicated cases. Thank you.